There's a bill that has started to work its way through the West Virginia legislature that would make criminals out of some very unlikely folks. House Bill 2396 intends to remove an exemption from libraries, schools, and museums so that they could be held criminally liable if they display obscene materials. Here's the developing story.
There is currently a bill in the West Virginia House of Delegates that aims to remove schools, public libraries, and museums from their exemption of criminal liability relating to distribution and display to minors of obscene material. It is House Bill 2396, and it is identical to a bill that failed in the state Senate last year.
Well, I'd like to think that common sense will prevail again like it did last year and it not pass. And that they worry about other things like paving the roads and building bridges and making, things a little bit better.
The bill's lead sponsor is Rick Hillenbrand of District 88. A sponsor closer to home we would recognize is Elliot Pritt, who represents District 50. Delegate Pritt provided the following statement regarding the bill. Quote, "Smut and pornography/explicit materials do not belong in publicly funded spaces. Taxpayers should not be footing the bill to keep these materials within reach of children. The definition of what is considered explicit material is well defined in code by decades of case law. That is not going to change, nor is it vague." End quote. I think it's safe to say that most reasonable people do not want obscene material readily available to children. And according to Becky Kellum, libraries already have ways to prevent children from checking out material they may not be ready for.
Though children cannot check out an adult book here. The parent would have to check it out.
The library also has a procedure in place for patrons who may find a book with questionable subject matter.
And we do have a process. We have a form. If somebody finds something objectionable, they can fill it out.
Protecting our First Amendment right to freedom of speech has been making headlines lately, while book bans have been on the increase.
There's been a huge uptick. That first school year, 2021 to 2022, we had around 2,500. The next 3,600. This last school year, over 10,000 bans.
According to sponsor Bill Hillenbrand, the bill would simply remove 2 lines of exemptions in current law, ensuring that the same legal standard would apply equally to schools, libraries, and museums.
Libraries and museums are a place for critical thought. They're a place to be able to engage with all different sorts of ideas. And also libraries and museums, there's still a place of self-selection where you're going and you're opting into the content, opting into the books that you're picking out about to read, opting into the art itself. And there's also that period where you can walk away. You can start reading a book and stop. You can look at art piece and say, oh, not for me, walk away.
Opponents of the bill would say that holding librarians and museum curators criminally liable is aggressive and unnecessary.
Okay. Yeah, I've been here 6 years and I've never received a form requesting one of our books to be removed because of obscene or disturbing material. They're making the problem when I don't think has been a problem.
In Fayette County, this is Mike Teeney, Newswatch 4.